Moving is exciting, but it sucks. Moving with a family is a whole different animal, and I've done it 3 times. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 10 places to move in the Los Angeles area if you're coming with a family. So let's go. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mike Devlak, and I am a local real estate agent right here in the Los Angeles area. Now, if this is your first time to this channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and tap that bell. That way you're notified every time we post a new video. And we're posting videos like this every single week, helping people like you who are moving to the Los Angeles area, providing tips, top neighborhoods, all kinds of different things to help assist you with that move. And we've been helping people for a while, and we're getting phone calls, texts, and emails every single day from people looking to move here, and we absolutely love it. So if you are in the process of moving here and you want some help, go ahead and reach out to us. Information is down right here. All right, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, holidays, it doesn't matter. We've got your back when moving here. All right, so as I opened up with, you are moving here with a family. LA is freaking huge. You don't know where to move, which neighborhoods. Maybe you know an area, but not exactly which neighborhood. So I'm here to help you. So we're going to go over the top 10 areas in Los Angeles. Now, before I go further on this, let me say that this is not my list. This is no steering involved in any way. This is public data that can be found online on niche.com. And honestly, I don't even know that I agree with all 10. I'm just going to give you the information that has been provided by the masses and the voting and this and that, and give you my experience or clients' experiences and comments about these areas. All right, and I'm also going to sprinkle in a couple of neighboring areas. We're going to bring up the map to show you where everything is in relation to everything, as far as things to do. You'll see little pins of where everything is in LA. And on this channel, we're going over not just Los Angeles County, we go over Orange County, and then we also go over the Inland Empire, which is San Bernardino and Riverside counties. So we've got you covered all the way from Los Angeles down to the San Diego County line, and we love doing it. So without further ado, let's hop into this list. All right, so we've got the map pulled up here, basically highlighting the top 10 areas for you to live if you're coming with a family. Like I said, we're going to go backwards, work way backwards, 10 to 1. But we'll see here, we've got LA County right here. So all these 5 are in LA County. These 3 are Orange County, and then these 2 are part of the Inland Empire. So we'll dive into all those right now. So let's start off with city number 10. All right. Number 10 on our list of places to move with a family is going to be the city of Corona. Zoom out a little bit here so you can see. City of Corona. All right. It's going to be located in the Riverside County. It's kind of right on the border of Orange County and Riverside County. Basically, just take this 91 freeway from the Orange County or LA area all the way in to Corona. Now, Corona is a great spot for outdoor activities. People who are into like motorsports or hiking and being outdoors, it's a great spot for them. It's got a really it's got a small town feel, lots of mom and pop shops. It's not not too close together. A lot of spread out houses that were, not super old as some of the things that are in LA, more newer builds, more space. Another big benefit or positive with Corona is going to be that you're able to get a decent sized house, Not as cheap as going further out into the Inland Empire, but definitely cheaper than Orange County or Los Angeles County. Yet, if you're still commuting to work, it's still pretty freeway accessible. I actually had when I was a teacher, I had a teacher friend who lived in Corona and would commute all the way up to Whittier, which is over in this area. So, it's definitely a spot where you can commute within, whether you're going to be commuting to Irvine or to LA, or even, further into Riverside area. So definitely doable there. But yeah, definitely a good spot for families. And the schools are good too. I coach high school baseball, and we do some baseball games out there for tournaments and stuff. And these high schools are freaking massive, a lot newer looking and bigger than some of the high schools that are in the Los Angeles and Orange County areas. So that's something to definitely consider. All right, so we'll zoom this baby back out. All right, next up, we are going to zoom in to city number 9 on the list, which is going to be Long Beach. All right, city of Long Beach is in Los Angeles County. It's kind of the city that, let's zoom in here. We're having some technical difficulties. All right, city of Long Beach. Where are we at? Some lag on the internet here. All right, city of Long Beach has tons of stuff to do. It's a very diverse area. Like I said, with tons of things to do. There's water sports. People go kayaking. There's the one cool thing is the Long Beach airport. You don't have to go all the way to LAX or down into Orange County necessarily, depending on where you're going to be flying to. So that's something to consider there. Like I said, very diverse. It's on the border of LA and Orange County, so you kind of get the feels of both areas, both LA and Orange County. Orange County seems to be a little bit more relaxed than LA County. A little bit of a different vibe. Youth sports are huge in Long Beach. They do a great job with youth sports. So if you're bringing the kiddos along, definitely a huge plus is the organized youth sports they got going on. Tons of parks. You'll see here, and then kind of just cities that are kind of close to it. Also, the city of Lakewood, which is kind of just north in this little pocket up here, is another, kind of sort of the same feel as Long Beach. I kind of tie them together when I talk about it. This city here in the middle here, Signal Hill. You see Long Beach, it's like its own little island. But Signal Hill is literally it's a hill. There's some homes on there. There's some homes there, but it's a hill with a tower, like for reception. It's got satellites and over there. So yeah, don't want to dive too much into this, but lots of shopping, outdoor activities. You got the Pike. You've got the Pike is kind of shopping. They have a comedy club there. Oops. The Pike's is down here, comedy club. Tons of restaurants. It's like an outdoor mall, movie theater. You got the Queen Mary. You've got the Long Beach Aquarium. Just so many outdoor activities. They do like the Long Beach Grand Prix down here, where they do like professional race car driving, or big race. They shut down the streets. It's really, really cool city with lots to do. And like I said, it's located kind of on the border between LA and Orange County. So depending where you're working or what you're doing, you got access to everything. All right, and there's tons of freeway accessibility here too. So no matter which direction you're planning to go or whatever you got going on, you can get to where you got to go quickly and easily, which is not the case with some of the other spots on our list here. All right, so let's zoom this baby back out again. All right, number 8, we're going to be talking about the city of Orange. So let's zoom into Orange, give you the little rundown on the city of Orange. Orange is just next to Anaheim. If you're moving to LA, I'm sure you've heard of Anaheim. That's where Disneyland is. That's where the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim play. It's the stadium there. That's where the Anaheim Ducks play. So there's a lot to do in Anaheim. The city of Orange, just neighbors right next door to it. City of Orange has awesome shopping. The proximity here within Orange County is unbelievable. Look at all these freeways around, able to get anywhere quickly. Also pretty close to the beach, 15, 20 minutes to the beach down here. Very good beach accessibility. You know, people describe it as very safe. You know, whenever I drive through the city of Orange, it feels safe and clean. Every city has its good spots and bad spots, but city of Orange feels pretty clean. Pretty kept up, modern. Up with the times. Another thing about the city of Orange is they have great hospitals in and around the city. So if you're someone that works in the medical field, you got the Children's Hospital of Orange County and a bunch of other hospitals in that area that are just really top tier medical facilities. All right, next up, we're going to stay in Orange County, actually. We're going to move a little bit south, though, closer to the water. And we're going to go to number 7, which is going to be Costa Mesa. All right, Costa Mesa is right here. Zoom it out. All right, you'll see Costa Mesa neighbors. Newport Beach, it's close to Huntington Beach. All right, kind of a smaller city, but it packs a punch. There's so many outdoor activities to do there. You got South Coast Plaza, which is a big shopping mall with all the top end stores. You got your Nordstrom. You got, literally every single store you could think of is there. It's a huge mall with tons of restaurants. So if you're living in Costa Mesa or any area around here, you have got a ton of options of things to do. You're so close. Just look at this. You're so close to the water down in Newport. Amazing outdoor activities, lots of family memories on the water there. Another cool thing about Costa Mesa is the swap meet. Now, I don't know where you're coming from, and I don't know how your swap meets are, but the Costa Mesa swap meet or Orange County swap meet, it's across the Orange County Fairgrounds. It's by Orange Coast College, which is a junior college in the area. The swap meet, I feel, is fantastic for a swap meet. I haven't been to any other places, but out of the ones in LA and Orange County, best swap meet by far. Another thing is Costa Mesa is close to jobs, so if you're commuting for work, you got Irvine, you got Santa Ana, you got Anaheim. You can, just the accessibility, once again, incredible down in Orange County with all the different freeways that you've got. So there is Costa Mesa at number 7. Alrighty, so let's dive in now to numero 6, number 6. I want to freshen up on your Spanish if you're moving to this area. All right, number 6, we are going to check out, zoom out again, so you can see the grand scope of things. All right, we're going to check out number 6 is Glendale. All right, Glendale's a little bit north of LA. All right, it's north of LA. It borders Burbank and Pasadena, which you will see later. Alrighty. Burbank is really close to the LA Zoo, to the Griffith Park Observatory. You can have the Griffith Park Observatory is like one of the most famous things in LA. So really close there. A very diverse area, tons of culture. The schools in this area of Glendale are amazing. Really top. One of the best school districts in the whole country as far as public schools go. And once again, lots of outdoor activities. You can see all the green, the mountains that are close by. Coaching baseball, we do a team retreat for the high school kids every year, and the year, I forget if it was the year before COVID or 2020 or 2019, we actually did the hiking trails over here by the Griffith Observatory. So tons of things to do. You get the zoo, Universal City is close by. So there's a million things to do close by, close to downtown LA as well. So just things to keep in mind with the city of Glendale, but definitely tons of culture, lots of diversity, excellent schools, and the proximity here, to get anywhere, within LA and down into Orange County. So something to consider or think about there. All right. Now we're going to move into our top 5. Can you believe it? We made it to the top 5. Thank you for sticking around. If you made it this far, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell. That way you're notified when I post more videos like this one. We've got new videos every week. And if you want to learn more, reach out to us, shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email. All right, now for it. We're going to go to the top 5. And this is going to be the furthest one away when moving to the Los Angeles area. All right. Yep, there we go. Moving the map out just so you can see for reference here. All right, number 5 is going to be the city of Temecula. All right, that's this one out here, all by its lonesome out here. All right, so we'll zoom in there in a second, but just wanted to show you in relation here. If you were going to fly in and check out Temecula, there's a couple different options for you to fly into. You could fly into John Wayne Airport in like that Costa Mesa Irvine area. You could fly into San Diego and drive up, or you could fly into Ontario, which is over here, and drive down. I think San Diego would probably be the closest one because it's really almost at the the border of San Diego County. But here we go. Let's dive into Temecula. All right, now this Temecula area is rapidly growing. There's a lot, in this whole area down here. It's kind of like a mixture of suburban residential life, and there's also like ranch life in there as well. Temecula is similar to, as we're going to talk about Irvine, little spoiler alert, the city of Irvine is also in the top 5. Temecula reminds me of just like a further away Irvine. There's tons of, activities for the youth, really nice homes, lots of things to do. So I think Temecula is, an incredible spot. Actually, there's a lot of people that are, people from LA and Orange County who are moving to Temecula, younger families, because the price points of the houses are so much cheaper than what you've got going on in LA and Orange County. Instead of having to spend, let me break it down to you this way. For about $600,000, you're getting what you'd have to spend over $1 million on in LA or Orange County, as far as the size of the house, bedrooms, bathrooms, how modern things are. And then, like I said, tons to do. You got wine country down here. The school districts are amazing for public schools. Tons of public schools. Youth sports I've already mentioned. And then kind of proximity. You're close to LA and Orange County. You're close to about an hour from San Diego. And then that 215 freeway. I'm sorry, the 15 freeway, you take all the way up to Vegas, or kind of close to the Palm Springs area as well. So proximity, if you were to leave the area, is really good. It's kind of it's just a really good spot. And like I said, there's wineries. You got the ranch style homes if you're wanting more land. Here, let's take a peek at some of those ranch style homes just so you can kind of see them, just to see what I'm talking about here. All right, also, you got Pechanga. It's an Indian reservation, so there's casinos down here, lots of golf courses. But you can kind of see it just from this view here. You got your normal residential stuff going on over here. And then you go up a little higher, and you got this ranch living with incredible views. You see these properties are a lot bigger, a lot more spread out as we zoom into this area. So just something to think about. So if you're thinking of that ranch lifestyle, you want some more land, Temecula be a good spot for you. And then there's the wineries there too. Some little neighboring areas to talk about if you're considering this area that are also kind of on the come up, but not as far south. You've got Murrieta, which is just north of Temecula. And you've got Menifee, which is a little bit north of Murrieta. So Murrieta over here, and you got Menifee over here. Those are some other areas to consider if you like this, that lifestyle. We got some country drives and not as much traffic on the freeways and stuff like that. So definitely something to consider there. All right, well, let's zoom back out to our reality here to our big handy dandy map. All right, we are into our top 4 now, and we're working with number 4 is going to be the city of Pasadena. All right, Pasadena, once again, is north of LA. Pasadena is best known for the Rose Bowl game and parade on New Year's Day for football. Rose Bowl, UCLA's football team plays there. Very historical feel to Pasadena. I had a client move here from Missouri, and his top area was Pasadena. Went to go look at houses, and I mean, these houses are just incredible. So they're spread out, like lots of character on the houses, lots of character. The streets are very clean. It really feels almost like a movie in a very nice part of town. Depending on which areas you're driving there. So, like I said, there's culture and history. The views, you see all these mountains up behind it. You get those Southern California sunsets of those mountains in the backdrop, and those sunrises in the morning. Wow, just really cool stuff. Something else here, you got the museums, and just like I think it was just like Glendale. There's lots of stuff to do close by. Griffith Observatory is pretty close by. You got tons of hiking. If you're a hiker, outdoor person, hiking, trails, running, parks. Just so much to do in that area. I remember, and the houses are incredible. I went to a country music concert before my daughter was born. It was a big one. My wife was pregnant. It was, we ended up, it was a little rowdy, so she was getting claustrophobic. But anyways, when we were looking for parking for the Rose Bowl for the concert, it was, we were driving through these neighborhoods, and these houses are just jaw-dropping houses. So, if jaw-dropping houses is something you're looking for, definitely you need to consider Pasadena. All right, we don't have to go far for number 3 on the list. All right, number 3 on the list is going to be, excuse me. Number 3 on the list is the city of Burbank. All right, Burbank is right in that cluster with Glendale and Pasadena. All right, you see all. That's good. All 3 of them on the screen here, so you can kind of see. All right, but you got Burbank up here. Once again, close to the Griffith Observatory. Lots to do there, close to Universal Studios. All right, a lot of movie studios in that general area as well. And just kind of sticking with the theme of Pasadena and Glendale, if you're an outdoorsy person, like to hike, like the wilderness, that sort of thing, Burbank would be a great location for you and your family. Pretty relaxing spot with great views. It's a spot, with all those movie studios there, there's going to be, lots of food options, really nice restaurants. If you're a foodie, definitely hit up Burbank. It's a good spot. And then, it's also another spot with a really good public education. It's wherever you're going to go, that private education's pretty good. Not all areas have good public school system, or that district. Burbank is one of the tops in the whole area. So, once again, if you come over here with the family, it's a good spot for that. All right, we are now going to zoom out again as we enter to number 2, the top 2 on the list. All right. Number 2 is going to be the city of Torrance. All right, so just let's zoom out here. So Torrance is in this area, the south. This is the South Bay. It's called part of the South Bay along here. So for reference, LAX is kind of where my mouse is right now. So if you're going to fly in here, you're going to fly into LAX, and you're basically just going to take either the 405 down to Torrance, or you're going to take PCH down into Torrance. Alrighty, full disclosure, I grew up in Torrance, born, raised, high school, everything. Lived in Torrance after I got married for a little bit. Torrance is an amazing spot to raise a family. I got, firsthand knowledge there. So, and it's surrounded by some other good areas. So this whole South Bay I highly recommend. I'm not the type of person to say this should have been number one, because I really don't think that. But it's definitely a good spot. I think it's one of LA's best kept secrets. It's kind of like a bubble in a way. People that are in there don't like to get out of it, but lots of things to do in the city of Torrance. So you got Torrance. It's not literally Torrance Beach, but we have a beach in Torrance. It's right next to Redondo Beach. So we got a beach. The Del Amo Mall is one of the biggest malls in the U.S. I think at one point it was the biggest mall in the whole country before Mall of America was built in Minnesota. Tons of diversity here. Whether you want the big chain restaurants or you don't want the mom and pops, a little bit of everything. There's an Old Town Torrance where it's like a lot of those mom and pop type things. Like I said, the Del Amo Mall, huge mall, similar to South Coast Plaza down in Costa Mesa. They recently redid the outside, so it's kind of indoor-outdoor mall. They got a Dave & Buster's, movie theater, tons of restaurants. Just really, really cool spot. And then once again, the school system in Torrance is incredible. Really good public schooling system. So it's definitely something to consider there. And really big city too. This city of Torrance actually has 4 public high schools. And then there's a couple private high schools in and around the area as well. So youth sports are huge in the South Bay. It is kind of a area with the living down here is a higher price point. The income of the people living here and owning homes is a little bit more than some of these other areas that we're talking about. So one other thing to consider, if you're a South Bay person, it's weird on this list when they do. Like I said, I'm taking this from niche.com, the list that they have for families, because they consider Hermosa Beach, Redondo Beach, Manhattan Beach like suburbs, and there's like different rankings. But anyways, these are also really good areas: Manhattan, Hermosa, and Redondo Beach. Very similar to Torrance, more of a beachy feel though. And then also you've got this is the Hill down at Rancho Palos Verdes, Rolling Hills, and Rolling Hills Estates. Tons of golf courses. Their estates, they're pretty much mansions up there with great views of the ocean. So some other areas to consider around Torrance if you're moving this way. Alrighty, and that leads us to number 1 on this list. And I actually absolutely agree. Before I even saw this list, this is the city I thought was the top city. It's my favorite spot. If I could handpick anywhere to live, it would be here. And it's going to be the city of Irvine. All right, Irvine down in Orange County, really close to Costa Mesa. Down here, Irvine is a big city down in Orange County. And now you see all these freeways down here. There's so much accessibility, to various areas. You're probably about an hour, 15, hour 20 from San Diego. You're still close enough to LA. John Wayne Airport is right here on the border between Costa Mesa and Irvine. You've got the university there, UC Irvine. I think it's a great spot for a family. There are so many parks in Irvine, and they're huge. So if you're an outdoorsy person, you can go trails at the parks, ride your bikes. If your kids play sports, almost every kind of travel elite sport that's played in Southern California runs through Irvine, particularly baseball. As I mentioned earlier, I'm a baseball coach, so during the summers I'm down in Irvine a lot. Great park. It's kind of a newer park with tons of baseball fields, softball fields, soccer fields. Really a great. Look at all this green. Those are all parks, and those are huge parks. If we zoomed in more, there's gonna be some small parks. So. Huge fan of Irvine. Tons of shopping. You got Irvine Spectrum. You've got there's the Irvine Spectrum. Oops, my face is covering it. Excuse me. So yeah, you got the Irvine Spectrum right here. Nice small, great park. like I said, all kinds of parks. The university's over here, and then you've got the airport as well. Airport's right over Costa Mesa, Irvine, kind of where they meet over here, and lots of corporate jobs. There's tons of jobs there. My first job out of college was in Irvine. Actually used to do marketing for. If you saw the commercials, that freecreditreport.com. Tell your dad, tell your mom. I was back when social media first started. I was one of those guys, and I kind of worked on some sports sponsorships, like with the Angels and various other pro sports teams, for like outfield signs and stuff like that. But the schools in Irvine are immaculate. I think it's the number 2 like public school district in the whole freaking country. All right, so you're getting great education there for your kids. It's very safe. It's very clean. There's tons of parks. Like I said, lots of shopping with the mall, and the proximity is just, it's really great. So, yeah, so Irvine is definitely a good choice, in my opinion, for number 1 on this list. So there you have it. That's our top 10 list of places to live or move to LA if you're bringing a family. Hopefully you were educated a little bit and you found a spot that would be good for you. So this helped you, add some target areas to your list. Maybe you crossed something off. You didn't like something that you learned about a different area. Whatever the case is, reach out to us. Let us get to know you. Let us know some cool things about you and what you're looking for, and we will find the right area for you, whether it's one of these 10 or somewhere else. So all you got to do is shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email. Our information is right here. Days, nights, weekends, it doesn't matter. We've got your back when moving to Los Angeles. So until the next time, we'll see you later. Peace.